10 houses that cost way too much money. With the ongoing global recession, millennials can only dream of owning large grand mansions, let alone an apartment. But that is not the case for some people or organizations. Some have houses we can only dream of. Think of your dream house. Quadruple it in size, add expensive decorative details and an infinity pool, and there you have it. Some of the most expensive houses in the world. Here are 10 houses that cost way too much money. Before we get to it, tap the subscribe button and hit the bell notification button. Thank you. Now let's begin, shall we? Number 10, Xanadu 2.0, Washington, D.C., USA. With a net worth of $105.3 billion, you definitely know that Bill Gates' house is definitely worth more than what us mere mortals can spend on a house, and insanely extravagant. It is named Xanadu 2.0 in honor of Xanadu, the fictional mansion of Charles Foster Kane, the protagonist in the movie Citizen Kane, a film that is about how money and earthly possessions could not make a wealthy tycoon happy. The mansion overlooks Lake Washington in Medina, Washington. Medina is a suburb in Seattle and is also home to Jeff Bezos, meaning it is home to some of the richest people on the planet. Gates purchased the plot at just $2 million in 1988 and spent $63 million to build it. It was designed collaboratively by Bolin, Kwinsky, Jackson, and Cutler Anderson Architects of Bainbridge Island, Washington. In 2017, Xanadu 2.0 was valued at $127.484 million by Kings County Department of Assessments. As the grandfather of modern technology, it is no wonder that Gates' house has some of the most futuristic technology. Think Tony Stark's house tech, and at 66,000 square feet. The house is massive, and next to it is a 1,900 square foot guest house. According to public records, it has 7 bedrooms and a whopping 24 bathrooms, 10 of which have baths. Gates and his wife Melinda have a total of 6 kitchens throughout the mansion. This may seem like an unreasonable amount of kitchens, but they have been strategically placed to serve a practical purpose. There is always a kitchen near where people are hosted in the event of a get-together, and with all that space, we bet they entertain quite often. No large house is complete without a library, and this house has one that's just fitting. 2,100 square foot, complete with a domed roof. Remember when we compared it to Tony Stark's place? The library has 2 secret pivoting bookcases, one of which turns into a bar. The pool is twice as big as the guest house and is divided into an indoor and outdoor section. You can also listen to music while in the pool, thanks to the underwater speaker system. And once you leave the pool, you can rinse off in the 4-shower locker room on the premises as well. On the fitness side, the house has a trampoline room with a 20-foot ceiling, a sauna, and a steam room. The house also boasts an elevator, a reception hall that can fit 200 people, a garage that can fit 23 cars, a home theater with 20 seats and a popcorn machine, and a beach with imported Caribbean sand. Number 9. 18 to 19 Kensington Gardens, London, UK. This house is owned by Lakshmi Mittal, the Indian businessman who owns ArcelorMittal, which is the world's largest steel manufacturer. He was listed as the 4th richest man in the world by Forbes in 2008. Kensington Palace Gardens is a street in Kensington, west central London, and is home to some of the most expensive properties in the world. It has long been known as Billionaires Row and is cited as the most exclusive address in London. The house construction of the 2 semi-detached villas began in 1845 and the work was completed in 1847. The first resident of number 19 was a lease owner, Thomas Grissel, who moved in with his wife and 9 servants. Number 18 was occupied by John Leach, who had a family of 7 and 8 servants. In 1912, there were some substantial renovations done that saw the installation of an electric lift and winter gardens. Number 18 and 19 also served as the Egyptian and Russian embassies and were merged into one palatial home by property developer David Khalil, a feat that cost him £20 million. Mittal bought the house for just over £57 million and is currently valued at £97 million. The house features 12 bedrooms, 20 parking spaces, an indoor pool, and an immaculately manicured garden. Number 8. 7 The Pinnacle, Montana, USA. This is the largest property on the Yellowstone Club, a private ski and golf community for the mega rich. It is owned by Tim and Idra Blixeth. Tim Blixeth is a real estate developer, record producer, songwriter, and timber baron. In 2006, he was featured in the Forbes 400 list of wealthiest Americans. It is situated in a location where there's either green or lots of snow during winter, so you get the best of both worlds. The property boasts heated floors, multiple pools, a gym, a wine cellar, and its own ski lift. It is currently valued at $155 million. Number 7. Palazzo de Amore, California, USA. Palazzo de Amore is a Mediterranean-style villa in Beverly Hills belonging to Jeff Green, a real estate billionaire. He purchased the property for around $35 million and renovated it in 7.5 years with the help of Mohammed Hadid, a real estate developer, architect Bob Ray Offenhauser, and designer Alberto Pinto. It is currently valued at $195 million. The villa has 12 bedrooms, 23 bathrooms, and a huge swimming pool with waterfalls, a private movie theater, a ballroom, and a 27-car garage. It is set on 25 acres and includes a 35,000 square foot main house plus a 15,000 square foot entertainment center and separate guest house. The private living space on the second floor has 2 wings. One has a guest suite and the other a VIP suite with silk upholstered walls and a full kitchen. The estate has a working vineyard that produces 6 types of wine and enough storage for 13,000 bottles and barrels of wine. Incredible! Number 6. Allison Estate, California, USA. This estate is owned by Larry Ellison, the co-founder and former CEO of Oracle. With a net worth of $69.1 billion, it is always nothing but the best for the billionaire. It sits on 23 acres of land and is modeled after a 16th century Japanese imperial palace. The estate is valued at $200 million. Ellison bought the property for $12 million in 1995 and spent 9 years and reportedly $200 million to design and renovate the place. It was completed in 2004 and has 10 buildings, a tea house, a bathhouse, and even a koi pond. Inside, it has velvet sofas, wooden pillars, and stone fireplaces. Did we mention that it has a man-made lake? So you definitely know that the views are to die for. Number 5. Fairfield Pond, New York, USA. Fairfield is a beachfront estate owned by Ira Renee, an American investor and businessman. It faces the Atlantic Ocean and sits on 63 acres of land. The 66,000 square foot main house has an Italianate facade, 29 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, a 91-foot-long formal dining room, a basketball court, a bowling alley, 3 light-up swimming pools, 2 tennis courts, 2 squash courts, and a $150,000 hot tub for them to soak in style. It is valued at a whopping $248.5 million. Definitely more money than we could spend in a lifetime. Number 4. Villa Les Cedres, French Riviera, France. It is no secret that the French Riviera hosts some of the wealthiest people. The Villa Les Cedres was once the world's most expensive home and just recently found a new mysterious buyer who paid $221 million for the property. It is an 18,000 square foot mansion set in 35 acres in the town of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. It was previously owned by beverage maker Campari. The 14-bedroom villa was built in 1830. It has a beautiful botanical garden with 35 acres of manicured lawns and 20 greenhouses. The magnificent home also features 14 bedrooms, stables for up to 30 horses, a stunning ballroom, and an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It has a wood-paneled library that holds 3,000 books on flora and naturalism. The property is valued at 302 million euros. Number 3. Villa Leopolda, Côte d'Azur, France. This peaceful and isolated villa is owned by Mikhail Prokhorov, a Russian billionaire businessman. It is valued at 567 million euros and is definitely worth the price once you find out what it offers. It is considered the 3rd largest home in the world and was once the estate of Belgian King Leopold II. The villa was built from 1929 to 1931 and was overseen by American architect Ogden Codman Jr. Villa Leopolda sits on 18 acres and boasts 12 swimming pools throughout the estate, 19 master bedroom suites, 14 bathrooms, and a carefully kept 19-acre garden with a variety of flora. It has starred in popular culture, being featured in Alfred Hitchcock's 1955 movie To Catch a Thief. Number 2. Antalya, Mumbai, India. Antalya is the residence of the Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani and is considered to be possibly the most extravagant property in the world. It was valued at $2 billion as of November 2014 and features a unique design that makes it a top site in India. It has 27 stories. Yes, you heard that right, 27 stories, and reaches 550 feet, over 400,000 square feet of interior space. Considering more than half of the Indian population live on less than $2 a day, a house that extravagant seemed very imposing to most. The lower 6 levels are solely dedicated parking lots with space for 168 cars, with a dedicated car service station on the 7th floor. Above that, the living quarters begin. These are easily accessible by elevator. Every floor is the same height as an average 2-story building, and it has been determined that the Alia can survive an earthquake of 8 on the Richter scale. Ambani's home comes with a mega temple, a host of guest suites, a salon, an ice cream parlor, a health spa/yoga studio, dance studio, an ice room with man-made snow, a private movie theater that can accommodate 50 people, and a conference unwind room on the topmost floor offering a superb panoramic view of the Arabian Sea. The building also has 9 high-speed elevators, each assigned to different floors. The house boasts several lounge rooms, bedrooms, and bathrooms, each featuring dangling chandeliers. There's also a large ballroom with a ceiling covered in crystal chandeliers that opens out to a large bar, green rooms, powder rooms, and an entourage room for security guards and assistants to relax. We almost forgot to mention that it has 3 helipads with dedicated air traffic control. Now those are boss levels. Number 1, Buckingham Palace, London, UK. Of course, the Queen of England's residence had to be first on this list, with it being the administrative headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom. This premise existed long before we can fathom, being built in the year 1703. The last major structural additions were done in the late 19th and 20th centuries. It is valued at a whopping 1.17 billion euros. It features 775 bedrooms, of which 188 are staff bedrooms, 92 offices, 78 bathrooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, and 19 staterooms. In total, the Buckingham Palace spans over 39 acres. Despite the palace serving as an important place for the royal family, the Queen does not own the property. Instead, it is held in trust by the Crown Estates. Around July to late September, when the Queen is not in residence, the beautiful staterooms at Buckingham Palace are open to the public, attracting tourists from all over the world. It is an iconic building that is covered in one-of-a-kind masterpieces and chandeliers. We only hope to one day get a chance to tour the palace. So that's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and please subscribe to our channel. We post informative videos with loads of interesting tidbits, so you wouldn't want to miss out. Thank you for watching. Bye!